Hello. I'm calling upon the angels, spirit guides, for a message for this time. I've got illumination, inner peace, relaxation. This time is a great time of change. As we all know, a lot of things are coming, kind of like being revealed in this world. It just seems like it's a lot happening that are very conductive, or it seems like there's a lot of going on at this time period. But we've got illumination, inner peace and relaxation. For some of us, that's where we are. We feel that with meditations, we are able to regain our inner peace. We are able to relax with what's happening in the world. And of course, with some meditations, we can raise our frequency and our vibrancy and feel illuminated, so to speak. But this is basically of high energy. This is basically of revealing for ourselves and the people in the world, the things that needs to change. And we need to see things for ourselves before we can decide to put a stop to things and change things. And sometimes that is energetic. Sometimes it's just nothing that we can actually physically do, but just to decide that we're not going to put up with it. We're not going to, the only small changes that we can make for ourselves is for ourselves and for our lives. That we say, no, I'm not gonna let somebody kind of walk all over me just because I want to stand up for myself. I want certain things for me. I'm not gonna let somebody do what they please just because I'm afraid of them or I don't want to anger them. No, this is a small change, but it's a big one. Because that small change for you, it changes your energy, and your energy, when your energy changes, it reflects out to the people around you. If when you stand up for yourself, yes, it'll cause a bit of a storm, maybe bit of a drama, but then at the end of the day, that person knows that they can't walk all over you again. They'll either move on to someone else or they'll just simply stop. And that's a good thing. That's like calling for respect for yourself, and it is a good thing. It's like we're not gonna let people walk all over us. And when we see that, the illumination card, when we see that, we can make that change. Now, there are people in our lives that reflect what we can't see. This is sometimes a little bit difficult to grasp, but how others treat you usually is how you are treating yourself as a reflection, or maybe you're treating others that way as a kind of reflection, if that makes sense. But everything is becoming transparent. We are able to see more and more of what we don't want in our lives in this world. And we're basically standing up for ourselves. Yes, this creates a storm, and yes, it creates drama, and it creates a lot of like a shake-up, really. But without this shake-up, we'll not get the stillness or the peace that we actually really want for ourselves in our lives. When we're able to say, oh, I'm not willing to put up with XYZ. I want inner peace. I'm sick and tired of all this, rubbish. I'm sick and tired of what's happening in my life, the rubbish that's in my life. I want to get rid of it. I want to spring clean. And I want to start afresh. I want to start anew. And I want a more brighter future. I want a better life. I want to enjoy myself more. I don't want to worry. I don't want anger, drama, upset. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. This could be for work, it could be for your family life, your love life even. You might just want to be able just to go on holiday, to travel to the places that you want to travel, when once upon a time you couldn't really afford to do that. Or when you put yourself first and you think, well, that's my goal, I want to do that, that's part of my dream. This is something that I would love to do, but once upon a time you couldn't really see yourself doing that because of XYZ. And one of it could be money, it could be time, it could be that you're fearful of traveling because you don't have anybody to go with you. But you want to go, you want this for yourself. And it's time to kind of be courageous and let go of the fear of the future, fear of what's going to happen next, what's not going to happen. Plan and save some money so that you'll be able to go away to relax. Or for majority of us, you could just relax at home, create that space, that inner peace at home, that one room, just to be with yourself in meditation, in quiet contemplation, just to be able to relax your mind and your body and connect with your inner being, to find that inner peace, inner love, the illumination within, the inspiration within, and to finally feel good about yourself. No matter what you do in life, no matter what you choose in life, true peace comes from within, true joy comes from within. And nobody on the outside world can shake that once you anchor that into yourself, once you feel that and once you decide that nobody is going to take that joy and that happiness away from you. Nobody has the right to do it. Nobody can. If you make that choice for yourself, then you're unshakable. I choose to be who I want to be. I choose to be happy, and nobody can change that. You might be angry, you might be shouting at us, but I choose to be happy. I'm going to take no notice of your anger because I want to be happy. I'm going to walk away from your anger. Or you could be angry in front of us, it's not going to affect us. And that is true power. Okay, then thank you very much for listening. I hope this helps you, anybody who is listening. And take care. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.